Well, obviously for us, it's a big win to be able to get to the finals. That was our goal all along. I think both teams were pretty even. Back and forth, overtime game. If Madison hits that three, we probably feel a little bit differently. But back and forth game. They're a great basketball team. I think they're an NCAA tournament caliber basketball team. I hope that we end up with a two-bid league. But really proud of my kids to get down the way they did. We got down both games against them in the fourth quarter. We got down and rallied, and I was proud of our composure because that's a very difficult crowd to play in front of, and I thought our kids rose to the occasion.
Questions for the student athletes? Matt
Zimmer, Argus leader. Mikale, can you talk about, you have been coming to this tournament for quite a few years now, and South Dakota State has kind of dominated it. What was it like to win and win in front of all of their fans?
It's always a good feeling to, beat the Dakotas in front of their, in front of their fans, but they're still a great opponent to play against. It's always a fun game to get, to play against them. So we never want to knock them, but it feels great to come in and go to the second round. Every year we haven't been to the second round, so it's a really good feeling.
Or the final.
Or the final.
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
Sydney, are you guys able to thrive off that a little bit when the crowd is so obviously going for the other team?
Yes, I would say so very much. The crowd, when they get loud, we gotta just stay composed, and that really is hard at times, but we managed to do that today, so that was great.
Question down here on the left.
Jeremy Mark from Media. Mikale, did you feel like the season was building to this point where you can come here and be successful?
Most definitely. Every practice, every game, it was this is our next step. If we lost, it was still the next step to today in practice and games. It was, like I said, it's always been a mindset that we were coming to this position.
Sydney, just talk a little bit about your defense. I mean, South Dakota State's a good team with a lot of scores, and you guys did a really good job with these.
Well, really, I guarded Madison Bear a lot, so that was really difficult. She's a very good player. You have to really stay up on her. And that was my mindset the whole game. I knew the offense would come to me, but defense, I had to stay focused on the whole game.
One down here again.
Mikale, another question for you. Do you feel like the Summit League on the women's side really took a step forward this year?
Yes, most definitely, especially for IUPUI. We're the team to beat, or the team that people kind of look past, but this year our name is big now, and it means a lot to Coach P and our team that IUPUI is in the finals now, and we're someone to fear now.
Matt?
Austin, fair to say this is the biggest win in your program's history?
I mean, because it gives us a chance to be in the finals, yes, in the type of environment, but we also beat Purdue this year at Purdue, which was pretty big in a difficult atmosphere. But obviously, I mean, we haven't been past the second round. To get to the finals is a step for our program, and to do it. When I first got the job, we played South Dakota State early when I had bad teams, and they beat us really good. When we had beat them at our place or their place the one year, we've never matched up for several years. South Dakota's got us, Omaha got us one year, so this was kind of neat to be able to play each other again in a tournament setting. And obviously, I want to say this: I respect the heck out of AJ. There's not another team in this league that, if they lost their best player, would be competing to go to the NCAA tournament or competing to win a championship. There's just none of us could do that. So it's a tribute to his program, his culture, and I think Carrie Young had a tremendous senior year.
Down in front here.
Austin, then to that point, what made this group for you special statements?
Well, I think we're more balanced offensively. Every year we've come out here, that's kind of been our biggest hole. We've always guarded well, but you could sag off certain players. You really can't sag off of anybody on our team right now. The other thing is, when we talked about this, and I kind of had before the season, we talked about, are we, the San Antonio Spurs, the New England Patriots, or are we the LA Clippers that got a lot of talent, win some big games but do dumb stuff half the time? And so we had to move in the right direction of being a team that, when bad things happen, when they're going to happen during the course of the game, of maintaining your composure. And there was a stretch there in that fourth quarter where Kale missed a free throw, and you probably saw it. She was really upset, and there was a timeout, and she regained her composure, which for us was a major step, because that hadn't happened in previous years, and I think that was maybe the difference for us being able to get back in the game.
Austin, you got the 1 and 2 seeds in the final again, the two teams that had quote-unquote a bye or whatever made between. Coincidence, or is there something to that?
Well, I'm excited. JD's one of my is my closest friend probably in the women's side, so we've been talking about for probably a month or so how cool it would be if we were able to meet in the finals. And you look at the last couple weeks of the regular season, us winning helped each other to get that 1 and 2 seed. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We're excited. I know they're excited about being in the final. For our kids and for IUPUI, I want us to win tomorrow. But I'm excited for our league because I think it also helps our league take a step in the right direction by somebody else winning. And that's no knock on South Dakota or South Dakota State, but when there's 9,000 fans, 8,000 fans, that's difficult to play in. I mean, we would love that to be an hour down the road. So for that to happen for our league, I think that helps our league in the long term.
Down here in front again.
Perfect transition. To that point about the league, do you think the league stepped forward a little bit this year?
No question. I mean, you look at the game yesterday. Oral Roberts finally was healthy, and they beat Arkansas, they beat Oklahoma. Every year South Dakota State plays an unbelievable schedule, and they beat really good teams. We beat Missouri, we beat Purdue. You look at that, and the RPI. Now some of those bottom tier losses doesn't hurt your RPI as much. And I saw an article the other day talking about the Summit League being a 2-bid league, and I always laugh that the people in charge of women's basketball, how they want to advance the game. Well, if you want to advance the game, you start putting good mid-major teams in it. I mean, South Dakota State was 2 free throws away from going to the Sweet 16 last year. So let's not put some 7th place team in the Big Ten or Pac-12 or whatever when a team like South Dakota State has gone and proven it out of conference, and you can't say anymore, well, during the year you got to take off games. Well, you didn't get to take off games. So regardless of what happens tomorrow, I definitely think that they're worthy of a tournament bid.